Today I'm going to be showing you how to go from earning no money at level 1 to making $10 million every single day, so you can afford that luxury lifestyle in GTA 5 Online, being able to buy every car, jet and property that you like, but you just don't know where to start. That's exactly why I am here. I've put together a step-by-step guide that's super easy to follow as we go from a level 1 to making tens of millions every day as a solo player, and by the end you will be running Los Santos like a boss. Let's jump in and get rich. When you first jump into GTA Online, you will need to create a new character. Once you did that, you have to play through the tutorial. Don't skip it cause it learns you the basics and it only takes about 30 minutes anyways. Depending on what platform you are playing, the tutorial mission will look different for you. On PS5, Xbox Series XS and PC Enhanced, you will get the Career Builder. Here you can choose which career path you want to start with. The best one is either the Gun Runner or Nightclub Owner. Since we are a level 1, I prefer the Gun Runner cause with this career path comes a bunker which we can easily set up. In order to get the nightclub running, you already need to own a lot of businesses and invest millions, so that's a business I suggest buying later cause it's the best business in the game. You will get a $4 million budget. You have to choose a business, warehouse, vehicles and weapons. You have to spend at least $3 million of the total $4 million. I suggest that you try to keep $1 million and not spend it all. A good starter vehicle is the Kuruma, or if you can afford it, the Night Shark. Keep in mind that you will be able to get the Kuruma for free once you complete your first heist. The Night Shark can take up to 25 rockets, so it's extremely armored. As a new player, your health will be low, so these are great choices. Then continue to the summary and start your career. However, if you are playing on the PS4, Xbox One or PC version of GTA, you will get picked up by Lamar at the airport. He will take you on your very first race and introduce you to different characters, Gerald and Lester. They will come in handy later. You do a couple missions for them, learn the basics such as the shooting mechanics, and you will earn some cash as well as RP. This is also where you get your starter car and weapon. Both will be trash, but soon enough you will be making enough money to upgrade it. The first thing that you should do when you load into GTA Online is open your pause menu, go to online, find a new session and start an invite only session. This is a lobby where you are the only player and this way you can't get griefed by other players. Now getting into the money grind. As a new player, you want money methods that don't require much. So we will start by doing treasure hunts. There are 3 in total, which will give you $825,000 in total. It will take you around 30 minutes for each. I will quickly show how to complete the Navy Revolver treasure hunt. To start, go to this location on the map and inspect the text on the wall. Then the mystery will be activated and we have to search for more clues. The next clue is over here. Moving on to the third clue, you have to go to this location. Here you will find a bloody machete in the wall. Once you have inspected it, we will move on to the next clue, which is a blood print of a hand. The fifth clue is a bit more tricky cause the location is random. We are looking for this black van and it can spawn at any time of day. There are 5 locations that this clue can spawn at. The first location is over here next to the train track. Then we have one in the Chiliad forest. The next one is in the swamps near Fort Zancudo. The next location is near a power station. The last location is under this bridge. This is the location where I found it at. Now inspect the van and you will get a message from the killer. In order to unlock the revolver, we have to spawn the serial killer. So you have to roam around on foot in the northern part of the map between 1900 and 5 o'clock in game time. He will spawn behind you, so pay attention to the minimap, a red skull will pop up. Don't worry too much though, cause you can take out the serial killer with one headshot. You will now have the Navy Revolver and you will get a cash bonus. From here you can earn an additional $200,000 by killing 50 players with this revolver. You can also kill NPCs, so just go to a crowded location like the beach and you will easily complete this challenge. Keep in mind that you do need a social club account in order to get the cash reward. We will do the 2 other treasure hunts later, but first we need to set up a business to make some passive income. Setting up the bunker is pretty straightforward. All you have to do is a supply mission to set up the bunker. This business will generate passive income. I'll be going over everything about the bunker very soon, but for now just make sure you access the laptop. Go to manage staff and assign them to manufacturing only cause this is what will earn you passive income. Then go to buy upgrades and your very first investment you have to make is the staff upgrade. This will hurt your bank account, but this upgrade is very important and makes the passive income generate a lot faster. The products will also be of a higher quality, so you can make more money. An extra way to make money is by doing access weapon parts deliveries to an ammunition every 45 minutes. This makes you an easy $50,000. The next thing you want to do is open your phone, go to the internet, then navigate to the Warstock website and filter by price so you get to see the free vehicles. One of these, the Duco Det, is a really good armored car that would have normally costed you $700,000, but now it's completely free. Also head over to Legendary Motorsport and do the same thing. Claim these free vehicles, especially the Elegy, one of the best sport cars for beginners. It's fast and easy to drive, allowing you to get from A to B quicker. To request these vehicles, and if you're new to the game, simply call your mechanic and select which vehicle you want to request. Also make sure you do your daily collectibles. You can find them if you open your interaction menu and go to all collectibles. G's Caches, shown on your map as a purple box. It's a package hidden inside an area. Once you find it, you will get cash, ammo and snacks. They refresh once every day. Then there are stash houses. They show up as purple houses with a target in the center. You get one of these per day at a random location. Inside the stash house there's a safe guarded by some gang members. Take them out and look for the code on the yellow note. Then you can open the safe and collect the package. Completing a stash house will earn you cash and a free resupply for your businesses if they need to be resupplied. By doing all these things you will also earn RP, which is pretty much XP, and we need it to rank up. You need to rank up to gain access to better weapons, jobs and missions. At the start, the best ways to gain RP is by doing your daily collectibles as well as daily objectives. If you complete the daily objectives for 7 days in a row, you will get a cash bonus of $150,000 and 20,000 RP. If you complete the daily objectives for 28 days in a row, you will get $750,000 and 50,000 RP. For our next investment, we need some more money. We will make that money by playing the Cluckin Bell Farm raid. There are no upfront requirements to start it, so whether you're level 1 or 1000 you can start it and it's completely solo. I will show the fastest way to complete it so you can make $500,000 in under 40 minutes. So to start, make your way over to the yellow V on your map. If you don't see it yet, you have to wait till Vincent calls you. Then go to the yellow halo and press right on the D-pad to start it. We will start it up by completing Slush Fund. Then we have to complete 4 setups and from there we can start the finale. So you can just start it on your own. For this setup you have to go to Money Laundering Business A and B. Take out some guys and enter the business. Here you will encounter some more enemies and then you have to steal the cash from the washing machines. Do the same thing at location B and then deliver the cash. We already completed the first setup. A quick tip that will save us a lot of time when we spawn back: open your interaction menu, go to preferences, map lib options, jobs and make sure stunt races are showing. Now open your map and hover over this stunt race, then start it by pressing square and then X or X and then A if you're on Xbox. Then start the race on your own and when you're on this screen, quit the race. You will now spawn back near the V and we can move on to the setup breaking and entering. For this one we have to steal an employee's laptop and a hacking device in the terabyte. First make your way over to the laptop icon, that's the best way to do it. It's at the pier and I have a trick to make this way easier. When you arrive at the location, grab a pistol and start shooting in the air. A red dot will appear on your minimap and that's the employee. The laptop will be located wherever he was. Then drive to the terabyte. It's either in this area at the garbage depot or in this area in an alley. Grab a weapon and shoot down the drones. It will automatically lock onto them, so that should be easy. If you are playing with free aim, you can also use an RPG and shoot at the terabyte as soon as they spawn. Once you took care of all the drones, enter the terabyte. In here you will find the hacking device, steal it and then make your way over to the train located over here. Take out these guys and then eliminate the enemies down there to collect the train keys. Once you got the keys, go back to the train and get inside. This is the one and only time you can drive the train in GT Online, so enjoy it. All you have to do is press right on the D-pad to hack the train signal at different locations. The rest of this setup is scripted. Moving on to concealed weapon setup. There are 3 locations, A, B and C. We will go to location A. First take out these 2 guys, use the walls as cover and eliminate all the other people. Then steal the box with weapons. Now we have to steal a bag of gear, which is in one of these 3 blue cars. It's usually the furthest one or the middle one. Once you got the bag, deliver it to Vincent's lockup. Lastly, you will need to confirm the weapons and gear via the message app through your phone. Hit and run is the next setup. Once again there are 3 locations and once again we will go to location A. While you're here, take out these 2 guys and then shoot the power box on the side of this building so the garage door opens. Steal the car and deliver it to the garage. I recommend that you follow the train track, that way you don't have to worry about enemies and the train track literally goes to the location where we have to be. Enter the garage and go back outside, then confirm this vehicle through your phone. This organized crime is the most important setup cause this will determine if you do the Cluckin Bell finale sneaky or aggressive. For this one you have to hack 2 vans to reveal the garage location. Get close to the car and press right on the D-pad to hack them. Then take them out so they stop driving. Once the hack progress bar is full, go to the duffel bag and press right on the D-pad to equip the Cluckin Bell outfit. Hack the second van and make your way over to the garage. Once you are inside, grab a weapon with a suppressor. All these enemies are pretty oblivious of what's happening around them, so just take out these 2 guys and then move on to these 3 guards. Don't forget to shoot the camera so it doesn't spot any bodies. Now you will need to sabotage the 4 delivery trucks. Then go to this rack and grab the drill. Now go inside this room and wipe the CCTV footage. That's important if you want to do this heist stealthy. Now go into the same room as me and eliminate these 2 guards. Now start drilling these lockers, but as soon as you start, stop drilling cause a guard will spawn. Wait till he enters the room and take him out, but if for some reason they spot a body, don't worry. If you take out the remaining guards before the red bar runs out, you're still safe. So I luckily took them out fast enough to keep the stealth approach going. Start drilling again to find the keycard. This is purely based on RNG, so sometimes you will get it in the first locker and sometimes you even have to go to other lockers. Don't stay to grab the cash cause it's only $500. Then exit the garage and deliver the flatbed to Vincent's lockup. Once we are done with all the setups, we can finally do the finale. Make sure your personal vehicle, except for a weaponized vehicle, is outside before you start it. I will use the Hakuchu drag bike. Just follow me and do what I do to do it stealthy. Grab a weapon with a suppressor, take out the guy in front of you and don't worry about the guards on the right. Then shoot the power box to open this door. One guard will walk towards you, so take him out and move on. These guys are all pretty oblivious again, so take them out with headshots but don't rush it. Now keep walking and the 2 enemies further down the hallway will walk away. Then you can enter the storage area. First take out the guard and then the 2 workers. From here you will need to steal the Coca-Cola. Exit the storage area and go through this door, take out these 2 guards and enter the other storage area. Here you will encounter 2 more guards, finish them off and then search the crates. It's usually one of the crates in the back. There are 2 packages that we have to steal and then you can exit. Look out for a guard that may spawn in front of you and now we have to look for the keys. There are 2 possible spawn locations, this is the first one. Grab the keys and keep walking. Take out 2 more guards and here's the second possible location for the keys. Now eliminate this dude and there are only 2 more guards we have to take care of. Then open the office door with your keys and once you're inside, hack the computer. Then select the hacking device from your weapon wheel. Aim at the computer's back here to find the safe codes. It will turn blue and then green if you're at the right computer and it will be red when you're at the wrong computer. Once you got all 3 safe codes, go back to the office. Look at the code on your hacking device, remember it and fill it in on the safe. Once you got the cash, we now only have to escape. Shoot the power box to open the shutter door and then exit like I do. They are not really paying attention, so just eliminate them with headshots and look out that you don't walk into the guard's cone of vision, just look at your minimap to avoid it. Enter the garage and drive the getaway car outside. From here you will just need to keep following the train track again. When you're back on the road you can even request your personal vehicle through your interaction menu. Then lose your wanted level and deliver the loot to Vincent's lockup. We have successfully done the Cluckin Bell Farm raid and you will receive $500,000. And by the way, you will also get an extra 250k if it's your first time completing it. Here you can also see that I completed it in less than 45 minutes. This heist does have a 1 hour cooldown, so in the meantime we will go back to the bunker and do sell missions. While we were doing the Cluckin Bell Farm raid, our bunker staff generated passive income and made product for us that we can now sell. A full bunker sells for $2.1 million, however some sell missions aren't solo friendly, spawning 2 or even 4 vehicles that you have to deliver within a given time, which is luckily 45 minutes, so it's definitely doable. Now that we have made over $1 million, we will do the following. If you play on the GT Online Enhanced version, I recommend buying the Banshee on Legendary Motorsport for $105,000. It's one of the fastest cars in the game once we upgrade it, and with this car we can do all the time trials, including the HSW Time Trial, which will make us $350,000 every week. To unlock Hao's special workshop time trials, aka the HSW time trials, we have to go over to Hao and beat his time trial. Then go to the LS car meet where you will need to buy a membership from this woman called Mimi. Once you did that, you can get a $1.8 million upgrade on your Banshee for free. So call out your Banshee inside the LS car meet, then access the workshop by pressing right on the D-pad. Once you're in here, go to HSW Upgrade, and this will now be free, all because we completed HSW Time Trial. This upgrade makes your car a lot faster, not only making it easier to complete the normal time trial for 100k, but also the HSW Time Trial rewarding us with 250k. The second money making method that I recommend are the first dose and last dose missions for the Acid Lab and Virtue Imani Tech car. There are 6 first dose missions and you will get $600,000 for completing them. Then you can do 5 last dose missions, which will earn you another $500,000. In the last first dose mission, you have to steal this vehicle, the Brigade 6x6. You can later convert it to the Acid Lab, which is another business and a great way to make more money. In order to do so, you have to set up equipment. This upgrade will cost you $750,000, but you already made $600,000 for the first dose missions and $500,000 from the last dose missions. Once you have completed the last dose missions, you will get the Ocelot Virtue for free. Usually it would have costed you $3 million. This is one of the best Imani Tech vehicles. You can upgrade it with missile lock-on jammers and armor plating to increase the amount of damage this car can take. Don't worry about that too much yet, cause you need to own an agency with the vehicle workshop to buy these upgrades. Once you have set up the equipment in your Acid Lab, you can start making money with it, and this is how you do so. The way the business works is you either steal or purchase supplies. You bring them back to the lab, and then after some time those supplies are turned into product, which you could then sell on for a profit. In order to purchase the Acid Lab, you have to first do the first dose mission storyline. There are 6 in total. Once you have done that, you can then purchase the business for $750,000. Now, in order to make the most amount of money with the business, you have to get the equipment upgraded for $250,000, but first you have to unlock it. The way to do that is by completing 10 fully gun missions. You can start them if you go to Dex inside the Freak Shop or call him and select a fully gun mission. Once you have done that, you can then call up Mods or talk to him at the Acid Lab. Purchase supplies for $60,000, and after 1.6 batches of supplies you have a fully stocked Acid Lab, which you could then sell on for $335,000. If you decide to do that, you will be making about $60,000 to $70,000 per hour in profit, but if you want to make some extra money, you can sell in a public lobby. If it's a session with 25 or more players, that will give you a 50% high demand bonus. I believe that every player gives a 2% bonus and it's capped at 50%, which means that the highest bonus is in a 25 players public lobby. To get an extra 5% bonus, rename your Acid Lab. You can do that through your interaction menu. That will bring it up to $500,000 as your final sale, and this is completely doable because you're only ever guaranteed one sell vehicle. If you choose to go that route, you will be making about $100,000 per hour. That's the way I suggest to do it, and that's the reason why it's in the number 7 spot. It's a fairly passive business and it earns you about $100,000 per hour, which is really good. Next up, we have the bounty collectible for Mod, and no, this is not from the bottom dollar bounties DLC. This was already in the game since 2018 and it was also a teaser for RDR2. First go to the letter M with a target, it will be over here. Once you have visited Mod, she will send you emails with mock shots of the bounties. Then you have to go to the yellow area on your map. Here you will need to find the target. You should again hear a bell sound, so use your headset to make it easier. Once you have found the target, you have 2 options, dead or alive. You will get $5,000 if you eliminate the bounty, that way you don't have to bring the target all the way back to Mod, but if you keep the target alive and deliver him to Mod, you will get 10k. Either way, once you have completed 5 bounty targets, Mod will contact you again saying that the target secret stash has been revealed. It's shown on your map with a yellow chest icon. Go to the location and collect your reward, with the reward being the stone hatchet. This is the most overpowered melee weapon in GT Online, cause it's a one-hit kill and you will also get a special power if you kill someone. You will have more health and everything will be in slow motion. To earn an extra $250,000, we have to get 25 kills with the stone hatchet. You can just eliminate NPCs to complete the challenge. Keep in mind that you need a social club account to get the cash reward. At this point you should have received an email from vendorlint at ifight.com for your second treasure hunt. If you didn't receive this email yet, don't worry, just drive around for a few more minutes or rob some stores in the meantime till you get this message. After opening the email and checking the picture, the treasure hunt will start. The location of the picture will now be marked on your map with a yellow question mark. So go to the location and once you're here, start looking for a clue. The clue is a note, usually pinned to a tree, rock or other object. You should also hear a bell sound, which means you are close, so you might want to do this with a headset on. You will need to find 3 different objects related to the treasure, which is a corpse, an empty gun case and a shovel. It doesn't matter in which order you find them, but we will start with the shovel since it's closest to my current location. The shovel is right over here. The empty gun case is at this tree. The corpse is kinda hidden, it's in a cave. Comment down below if you knew that there was a cave here, cause many players don't know that. Once you have investigated all clues, this alert will pop up saying that the final location of the treasure has been revealed. A yellow chest icon will appear on your map. Go to the location and collect your reward. You have now unlocked the double action revolver. To earn an extra $250,000, we have to get 50 headshots with the double action revolver. You can just kill NPCs to complete this challenge. Keep in mind that you do need a social club account in order to get the cash reward. Also keep an eye out for weekly updates. There are always RP and cash bonuses on certain activities. Usually it pays out double the amount, but sometimes even triple. Time trials, races, adversary modes and spinning the lucky wheel at the casino are also great ways to earn a bunch of cash and RP. The flight school is also an underrated method. You will learn to fly and max out your flying stat, and on top of that you will make about $230,000 in about 30 minutes. There are 3 more excellent ways to make money for beginners. Now that we have completed all the treasure hunts, decks, missions and set up the bunker, it's time to set up the next big heist, which is the Cayo Perico heist. This heist can be completed solo and makes you anywhere from $1 to $2 million every time. We will combine this heist with doing the agency heist later on, which will earn us another $1 million every single time while the Cayo Perico heist is on cooldown. The first thing you have to do is make your way over to the Diamond Casino and enter the music locker, which is on the left side of the casino. Here you're going to meet Mini Madrazo, and summarized, he wants you to fly to Cayo Perico and rob El Rubio's compound where valuable loot is stashed. Once you watch the cutscene, we can start the heist, but first we need to buy the Kasatka submarine on the Warstock website, which will set us back about $2.2 million with no upgrades. If you did everything what I did in this guide so far, you have enough money to buy it. It's a great investment cause you can make all your money back after 2 playthroughs of this heist. Like I said, you can do this solo, but you can only do it once every 2.5 hours IRL, so that's why soon we will be buying the agency business to start the contract heist. Press right on the D-pad and pay $100,000 to start the heist. Now I could show how to set up the Cayo Perico heist step by step, but that would make this video way too long, and since I already made an in-depth Cayo Perico guide on my channel, I will link it in the description. Once you did all the setups, we will move on to the Cayo Perico finale. I mentioned it earlier in the video, by completing the Elite Challenge on hard mode you will be making an extra $100,000. If you complete it on normal mode you're only making $50,000. Now in order to complete the Elite Challenge you have to complete the heist under 15 minutes. You need to have a full loot bag, you cannot die, you also cannot get caught by any of the guards, and lastly you cannot fail any hacks. Don't worry about that cause the hacks are fairly simple. For the Elite Challenge it doesn't actually matter if you get caught, but I will show you how to do it completely stealthy to make it easier. If you just follow my route you will complete the Elite Challenge every time. When you are back at the planning screen, go to the finale section and start it in the bottom right. From here set your approach vehicle to the long fin, your infiltration point to the main dock, your compound entry point to the drainage tunnel, your escape point to whatever, this doesn't really matter and you will see why later. Set the time of day to day, at least that's what I prefer. Lastly go to weapon loadout and double click on suppressors. When you see the box turn orange you're good to go. I actually finally got the pink diamond and I saved it for this video, so it won't be on hard mode, but that doesn't really change anything except for a little less money for me. You're now ready for the Cayo Perico heist finale. Alright, so first we will get the secondary loot, and for the entire heist in general just follow my route. Right now we are going to the airstrip on the left. Also a pro tip, hold your right bumper on your controller so you can make sharp turns, it's especially helpful at this very first part. Once you're here, dock your boat on the sand without it getting stuck. If you follow exactly what I do, you don't have to worry about getting caught, cause I do this completely stealthy. Grab your machine pistol and take out this guard. Now go into the hangar, and if you had secondary loot behind this fence, press right on the D-pad to open it and then grab the stash. Keep that chart in mind that I showed earlier. I will only take 1 stack of green stuff because it's less valuable loot, and that way I have enough space for Coca-Cola, which is high value loot. If you also have secondary loot on the upper floor, you have to get in a forklift over here. Then pick up these boxes over here and do what I do. I will use it to climb on top of the platform. The method that we use to climb on it when scoping out the island doesn't work cause there isn't a lock on that side. When you are in here, open up the gate with the cutting torch and loot whatever you need to get. When you are done here, jump back out to the ground floor and follow the route I'm taking. You can see that I have a little more space left in my loot bag, so I will go to the other loot spot just so you all can see how to get to it stealthily. We will go to this wall and then climb on top of the roof. Now you have to take out the guard on the balcony and also shoot this camera. It's kinda hidden, but you will see it. Now wait till this guard walks away, cause sometimes if you already start opening the gate when he's close to the stash, he can hear the cutting torch. So now just grab what you need to get. Like I said, I only need a little bit more green stuff to fill up my loot bag. Once you have got all your secondary loot and filled up your loot bag, make your way back over to the long fin. Hopefully you ducked it better than me, but don't worry if you have to swim to it. We are moving on to the main event of the Cayo Perico heist, which is stealing the primary target. Once again, just follow my route so we can enter the compound through the drainage tunnel. Jump out the boat and dive underwater. Also equip your rebreather by pressing left on the D-pad, cause you don't want to drown in the middle of this. So just swim to the drainage tunnel and from there we have to cut open the gate. It's pretty easy, just hold the button to start the cutting tool and then use your right or left joystick to move the cutting tool. You have to burn each bar for a couple seconds and once it goes from green to red you can move on to the next bar. Once you cut open the gate, swim through the tunnel and enter the compound. So when you're in the compound, follow my route. Don't worry about any of the guards, they will not see you. Once you're here, make sure this guard walks to the right and then you can walk right past him. Same for this guard, just run behind him and follow me up the stairs. There's one more guard, so take cover on this wall and wait till he walks down the stairs. You might think that he will see you, but don't worry, when he walks past you, quickly run behind him and go up the stairs. Then go inside El Rubio's office. Open his safe for some free cash. You can get between 20 and 100k from this. Now go to the elevator and do the hack. This is the fingerprint hack. You have to match the boxes on the left with the fingerprint on the right. I know there's a strategy for this, but I just go from the small fingerprint to the white one and I usually get it done pretty fast. Now you can take the elevator down to the basement. Here we have to burn a lock again by pressing right on the D-pad. Once you're inside, go to the glass box and cut the glass with your cutting torch. It's pretty simple, just hold down your right trigger till the heat bar in the bottom right almost fills up. Then let it cool down and repeat, don't let it overheat. After doing that 4 or 5 times it will cut through the glass and you can steal the primary target. If you have bearer bonds as your primary target, Pavel will text you the safe code and you have to enter the code in the safe. So we now have the primary target and we will make our way back over to El Rubio's office by taking the elevator. We can't escape through the drainage tunnel anymore cause they sealed it off. Just follow my lead and we will stealthily be out of here in like a minute. Go down the stairs, walk behind this guard and also walk past this guard, but make sure the other guard is on the left. I didn't have good RNG, so I had to wait till he moved to the left. Then jump down and follow this path. Don't worry too much about the guard on the left, just go around their cone of vision and press right on the D-pad here to escape. It doesn't matter if the guard sees you, just make sure you spam right on the D-pad so the cutscene starts. When you're outside of the compound, grab your machine pistol, run in between these 2 trees and take out this guy with a headshot. Then take the bike and follow me again. You only have to be careful with this guard, just go behind him and you will be fine. Then drive through here and don't crash into the bushes or trees cause they are solid. Now try to jump as far as you can. If you have enough speed and hit the jump right, you can go pretty far. So we now have to swim away to escape Cayo Perico. Just go underwater, equip the rebreather and keep swimming till the text disappears in the bottom center of your screen. Now you can stop swimming and it will load. That can take a little bit. So for completing the Cayo Perico heist on normal mode and beating the elite challenge with the pink diamond as my primary target, I made $1.6 million. On hard mode it would have been 1.7 million. Keep in mind that the pink diamond together with the panther statue are the best primary targets, but even if you have the worst primary target, you're still making $1.2 million for less than an hour of work. Now the second part of our plan, go to the Dynasty 8 executive website on your phone and we will buy an agency, cause this business will open up several money methods, including another heist that we can do while the Cayo Perico heist is on its 2.5 hour cooldown. Just buy the cheapest one at Little Seoul for $2 million. Once you did that, you will meet up with Franklin and you're going to do contracts for him as well as for Dr. Dre. First things first, go to this computer and we're gonna do a security contract. There are 3 different levels, each paying a different amount. One of the best contracts to do is Rescue Operation, a quick and easy mission, but most of the time I recommend that you start the contract that pays the most. Upon completing this, you will get money sent to your bank account and you will build up passive income, but more importantly, Franklin will message you saying you're now able to start a VIP contract, which will make us that $1 million. We have to meet Franklin at the golf course where we will also meet Dr. Dre. You have to beat up some guys that were talking smack. Once you complete it, you will get 10k plus an extra $50,000 first time bonus. Make your way back over to the agency, here you will get this cutscene. Once it's done, you have to start one of the VIP contracts on the computer. First we have to do a setup where we have to go to the FIB building and steal the hard drive that's going to show us the locations of Dr. Dre's stolen phones. When you deliver the hard drive back to your agency, you will now have access to 3 different missions: the Nightlife League, High Society League and the South Central League. Each one of them also has 3 missions that you have to complete, so 9 in total. Once you do all of them, you will be rewarded with $1 million and all the money that you made from these missions, including all the first time bonuses, which is about $300,000 for first time players. For the final mission of the VIP contract, you have to find Johnny Gunn so Dr. Dre can beat him up. So once you did that, we will be rewarded with $1 million on the dot, and you will get an extra $250k if it's your first time, making it a total of $1.25 million on your first playthrough. While we did that, Pevel called me saying that I could start another Cayo Perico heist, so that's how it kinda works. While one heist is on cooldown, you do another heist or any of the other money methods that I showed in this video. However, after some time that can get boring and repetitive, so we have to set up passive income. That way you will be able to make millions while doing other stuff like messing around with your friends, doing races or nothing at all. In order to do that, we're going to start buying every single business in the game. Just go with the cheapest without any upgrades. We will start with the cheapest clubhouse. Go to your clubhouse and inside here you can access the laptop. Once you're on here, you need to buy the cheapest option for each business. So the cheapest Coca-Cola business, the cheapest green stuff business, the cheapest counterfeit cash business and so on. Make sure you buy all of these cause we need all of them for the nightclub. You do need to set up each one of these businesses once you bought them, so go to all of them, complete a setup mission to start up the business and you're good to go. Then we can finally buy a nightclub. If you don't have enough money for one yet, just continue with the money methods I showed till you can buy this business. This business makes you money through 2 different ways. The first one is the nightclub itself, where people pay to dance and drink. The second way is through the underground warehouse. This warehouse is full of nightclub technicians that you can hire to get product and cargo for you to sell later on. What makes the nightclub so good is that these 2 ways of making money are both fairly passive. That way you can do other things in GT Online and you will still be making a lot of money. The nightclub itself is the simplest, so I'll explain this one first. You will be making money every 48 minutes IRL, which is 1 in-game day. That money will appear in your wall safe located in your nightclub office. The amount of money you can make through this safe depends on how popular your nightclub is. Your goal is to always keep the popularity bar full, and if it's full you will be making $50,000 every 48 minutes, which is a great amount for doing next to nothing. So how do we keep the popularity bar full? There are a few ways to do it. The fastest and easiest way is by doing bouncer and or VIP escort missions. One of these missions will pop up in your nightclub about every 48 minutes, and that's exactly how often you need to do them to keep your popularity bar full. So what I suggest is call Tony every hour and check your popularity percentage. If it's not full, go inside your nightclub and there should be a nightclub mission to boost your popularity. Once you set up passive income, we will move on to the underground warehouse where the big money is at. At first it might be confusing cause you have all these warehouse technicians and a bunch of different products. Who do you assign to what product, and more importantly, when do you sell the products? Don't stress out cause it sounds harder than it actually is. We have to assign each technician to one specific product. What these guys do is source the goods for you and deliver them to your nightclub. From there you will be able to sell those goods for money. Here's where it gets tricky. Each of these products are attached to another business in GT Online. Cargo and shipment is for the special cargo warehouse, sporting goods is for the bunker, South American imports is for the Coca-Cola lockup, pharmaceutical research is for the Blue Lab, the grass farm is organic produce, printing and copying the document forgery office, and cash creation for counterfeit cash factory. So you see where this is going. In order to assign a technician to, let's say, sporting goods, you need to own a bunker. We don't need only one business but multiple, so that's where it becomes expensive. So when do you sell your product? First of all, Tony, the nightclub manager, will always take 10% of the total sell price. Here you can also see special orders. These are missions that make you a bit more money, but I would just skip them cause it's better to just sell all your goods at once. Now I recommend only selling over $1 million at once. Tony's 10% cut is capped at $100,000, so if you for example sell $1 million worth of goods, he will take $100k, but if you sell $2 million worth of product, Tony will still only take $100,000. In the grand scheme of things, that will save you a lot of money. What's amazing about the Nightclub is that no matter how much products you're going to sell, you will always only get one sell vehicle, making it really easy for solo players. The last thing that you need to know is that the Nightclub is where you will store the Terabyte if you decide to buy one and you need the Terabyte to eventually store and upgrade the Oppressor MK2 with missiles. In the Terabyte you will also be able to start client jobs, which are one of my favorite missions in the game and they make you a decent amount of money. Now we have finally completed our goal of the video, which was to make $10 million every day. Now it's up to you what you want to do in your GTA Online career. My favorite is still the Nightclub and Cayo Perico Heist. You now have the blueprint to make tens of millions in GTA Online. If you learned something new and this video helped you out, consider leaving a like and also subscribe with post notice to never miss any future videos. I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye!